All right, guys, let's talk about marketing. But we're going to talk a little bit different marketing. In fact, I just had this recent revelation. And I think it's probably going to be a new book. It could be a new course that I launched. It's called Vagina Marketing. Now, I know that might sound a little crass, or it might sound a little like, whoa, where's she even coming from? But let's talk about the way things have shifted right now in the marketplace and how people are perceiving messages. Now, I'm not going to judge, any of our masculine side of marketing, because I was actually torn from that cloth. 15 years ago, I started learning from the best marketers in the world, the Godfather, Perry Marshall, right? Learning from some of the best marketers in the world on how to build a digital marketing company. But what's recently been happening? There's a lot of development that's happening. Why I say this vagina marketing needs to come out, because women of the world today, we're not writing ad copy that is hard or contrived or bait and switching. Because let's get real with ourselves. We recognize when someone is trying to force us into a sale. If you think about the amount of propaganda that went on, in the 50s and the 60s, and the way that we get these reinforcing messages that came through is programming us to make decisions. But guess what? The world is waking up. And the way businesses are going to survive in this new earth paradigm, in this new way of building a business, it's actually feminine. Now, I don't mean men, you have to get all feminine on us. I mean, you have to actually think and use and lean into your more feminine side. And that means connection, storytelling. There's a reason why kids love stories, because they remember them. So we can tell stories that connect to people's heart space and help them move on an emotional level. What happens? They trust us, they know us, and they like us. A very different way of saying that exact same thing, know, like, trust, that I learned back in the marketing days. It's about true connection. So there's a lot that's happening now that you need to do for your business, for your brand positioning. Now, I run a PR and branding firm, and we help our clients elevate their brand positioning, go from best kept secrets to world-known experts. But you do that in a way that helps showcase your gifts. Now, there's a few things that you need to be doing, and if you haven't done it now. First off, I want you to Google your name. When you Google your name, what do you see? Now, there's an all tab under Google, and there's a news tab. Right now, your biggest stamp is who is talking about you. That's when you tap on the news tab. So if someone else is sharing a message about you're on a podcast, but you're so hard and rigid, think about the connection. What's happening to the viewer or the reader on the other side? You've got to have a storyline that connects. And so what we do in our PR agency is we write the stories about you that showcases how you do what you do. But the storylines have to connect to the heartstrings that bring through your mastery. It's no longer this 5 top tips of how to raise your brand, 5 top tips how to, dominate your industry. Feel how hard that felt. So if we're now looking at how we're going to be attractive to our audience, we've got to start thinking through story. And that's why what we do is we help tell the stories, and we help shift your indexing, the way Google pulls your name up in your company. Under the news tab, you want to own all of those positions on Google. And you do that through quality articles that are written by Google index publications, top tier publications that we work with, like Forbes, Inc. magazine. Your message needs to be heard in a different way. See, the old form of marketing is you going direct. This is what I do. Buy now, join my course, do this because I'm so great, right? Like, feel how different that energy is into someone telling your story and what you do to leave an impact. Not just the ROI you can give someone, but the long-lasting outcome that you can give someone with your gifts by them hiring you or your company. See, there's a whole different form and a way that energy of your marketing comes off. The next biggest one is having a knowledge panel. Now, that's when someone does Google your name. You've got all these, you hit the news tab and you've got all these beautiful stories that's been told about you through third-party validated publications. But on the right-hand side, do you have what's called a knowledge panel? That is where Google connects all the things that you have, your websites, your books, your social media, and connects the dots. And it shows up on the right-hand side when we search your name. See, that used to only be for celebrities or high authority people in like entertainment industry or music and movies. But see, now the savvy marketers, the ones that are tapping into the vagina marketing style, know that we need to start showcasing yourself in a way that gives you that authority. But it's not given to you. It's something that's generated and populated by Google. So that when someone types in your name, they immediately see who you are, what you're about. See, this is the new stamp. This is the new form of marketing, not just paid advertising, pushing a message into people's, into their inbox or pushing a message so they click. Like, think about that energy. What if they then search for you and you're a healer, or maybe you're a real estate agent that helps people get their dream home? Imagine having that keyword typed in and you're the agent that shows up under the Google News panel. And then on the right-hand side, it showcases you. See, this is the difference of understanding the intertwinings of digital marketing, but then using it with a very feminine way so that now people are naturally guided to you. They're not forced to click. They're naturally seeing the work that you do, and they're naturally being taken over to your website or over to the work that you do. Marketing has to change. That's why it's getting more expensive to do paid ads, and people are just ignoring these messages. You've got to shift the way you communicate, the way your copy communicates, and the way you guide people gracefully into your work. This is the real way of running a business and marketing on a feminine side. And of course, you can be a man or a woman. It's the way your marketing comes off. And then all of a sudden, you're going to wonder, why are all of a sudden all these people just being so magnetically attracted to you? It's because they're connected to your message. There's no force. There's no contrive. It's all truth and realness. So this is what we've been doing in our Unstoppable Branding Agency with our clients, helping them re-elevate their brand positioning, telling their stories, getting them published into top-tier publications, and then connecting all those dots. And as a result of the work that we do, boom, Google acknowledges it, and they give you that knowledge panel so that now you're shown as the true resource, someone that is there right when they're searching. That's the new way. This is where Vagina Marketing book's gonna go. Let me know down below if you think this is a book that I need to launch, or if I need to give you more of these kind of messages to help you truly elevate your brand so that you can be unstoppable. All right, we'll see you next time. Have a great one.